Scott, we just started the episode and you're outside on the sidewalk in the middle of the night in a towel. What's up guys, my name's SirBucketHead and welcome back to the story of Scott. Now in the last episode we introduced ourselves, now it's time for the real job. Now it's time to see who scammed us and give them a beating. But first we're going to eat some applesauce because Scott does what he wants. And apparently there's some leftover bread. You might want to clean that up, Scott. Okay Scott, you're going to take a quick shower and then we're going to review our plan. Our plan is, we basically don't have a plan right now. We're just relying on others to help us on our plan, and hopefully it goes well. Also, Scott's really not great at singing. He's trying to improve, but he's not improving at all. Okay, Scott's back in his normal clothes. He's doing the dishes. Let's go travel somewhere. I need to make a lot more friends. Scott needs to make a lot more friends. He doesn't really have a lot right now. Now, in the last episode, we were hanging out with the Avengers, and then we went underground in their little secret base thing, went on their secret base computer, and found out that our scammer is somewhere in this famous area. We have no idea where. We have no idea who they are. We're just going to visit a random location like the museum and see if we can find any hints there. Okay, now listen, Scott, here's the plan. I'm going to go sneaking around looking for some suspicious people. He's just going to look at art right now. Yeah, Scott, worst partner ever. Wait a second, are you telling me this museum doesn't even have a roof? This is as high as I could go right now. That's abstract? That's art? Scott, there's clearly no one here. We might as well leave right now. Scott, why are you digging through the Oh, Scott, there's absolutely nothing you need from the trash can. Yeah, Scott, you might want to just throw that away. Stop making a mess, please. I swear, he's like a little kid. You could barely even control him. Okay, so I'm trying to find out who Scott's scammer was, and if we do find out, we're going to need some muscle. And that muscle is going to be Chuck Norris and a few other guys in this house. We're going to try to make friends with them. Hopefully they don't beat Scott up. Let's just hope. Okay, Scott, you want to be really friendly with these guys because they could beat you up at any second, and we want them to be on our side. So just knock on the door, come on in, at least they're nice. I can't really come in. Okay, I'm in. We have Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, and who's this old guy? Old Man Logan Wolverine. That'll do. I think they have some muscle on them. They're just watching little TV. Okay, just go socialize, yeah. Socialize with Wolverine, talk about grilled cheese. Scott, now's not time to eat some strawberry ice cream. We have to talk about our plan. We have to talk about what's going on. We have to tell them what the scammer's all about. He's just talking about garbage. Okay, these guys are clearly ignoring us. We're gonna have to cook up a meal for them. Let's cook something special. Maybe chocolate cake. Everyone always listens when you're making a chocolate cake. Now, I have no idea how Scott's baking skills are. Let's just watch it. Scott, you may want to use 2 hands for that. This is inappropriate. Please stop. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a cake for you guys, but clearly you guys hate cake. I'm just going to resume the chocolate cake because we're not going to listen to you. We're just going to... This is inappropriate. Please stop. No, I'm not going to stop. Keep on making that cake, Scott. Don't listen to him. He's a little senile. He's an elder in the head. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to have to ask you to leave now. No, we're not leaving. We're not leaving. We're going to keep on cooking. Nope. So, they kick Scott out. They kick him out for making a chocolate cake. We were trying to be nice to them. You just got kicked out. Come back later. We might have to come back later. These guys obviously aren't nice. They might be working with the scammer. We just have to make sure. Check through their garbage. Do they have anything suspicious? Maybe some evidence? Scott, you having a fun time down there? You're taking a long time. Find anything? Nope, just a pile of garbage. Well, I guess it's time to go. Scott, where did you go? Oh. Chuck Norris is just here to clean up the garbage. Old Man Logan is having a fit. Where is Scott right now? Scott, why are you running on the road right now? Where is he going? Where could he possibly be going right now? He's taking a quick jog. You know how to stay fit and stuff. Scott, Do you not remember what our mission is? We're not here to cook the hot dogs, even though that looks pretty good. But we're here to find out who scammed you. Do you not even care? I bet he doesn't even care. He probably loves that Minecraft house. But if you want a wife someday, she's probably not gonna like that Minecraft house. Okay, so clearly nothing was working, so we went back to the famous place, and we're now at the hottest spot in town. And hopefully, yup, there's a glowing person. That means they're famous, and holy crap, she's a really good bartender. We're just gonna talk to some famous people, and hopefully get on their good side, become famous, be able to travel to other areas, maybe meet our scammer. Who are you talking to right now? Selena Kyle. Oh, she's a fan. Scott, you have fans? Who's a fan of Scott? He just moved into town. Scott, you're famous. So apparently we can't get inside here because we need fame. We need a 1-star fame level, and apparently this lady is the bouncer. Or Natasha is beating up the bouncer who looks exactly like her. Hopefully she beats up the bouncer because that would make it easier for us. This is a pretty long fight. And of course the bouncer won. Natasha, you doing good? She's a fan of us. We're just gonna bribe to get inside. Let's bribe $500. I mean, Scott has the money. He has a small loan of $50,000. Scott, you could do this. Just try not to pee your pants in front of the bouncer. Trump, are you gonna bribe her too? Oh, we bribed her. She's just holding our cash. Can we go in now? With a wink, the bouncer took the bribe, and now we could go in. And of course, Donald Trump is fighting the bouncer now. And of course, she instantly beat him up. Wait a second. Apparently Harley Quinn is the mixologist? Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully she doesn't feed you poison, Scott. He's just taking a massive dump right now. Scott, maybe you should try to make your first impression before getting drunk. And Harley Quinn, maybe you shouldn't do those flips and stuff. Scott, where are you going again? I swear he keeps on running away. He just went through that lady. Scott is self-assured. Sims with this trait feel good about themselves and often experience extra confidence. Oh, he's on Twitter. Just don't talk about your emotions and you should be fine. Acquire the video gaming skill. Is he seriously playing Tetris on his phone right now? Scott, there was like a famous guy a few blocks out and you decided to run all the way over here just to play Tetris. Oh, that's a famous guy over there. Scott, talk to him. Let's attempt an introduction. Look cool, you're confident, you got this. He's also confident. Two confident people, we got this. Oh, now he's tense. Oh, that's not good. Don't worry, Scott. Just put a good impression and you should be fine. Don't be tense, sir. Scott is a really awesome person. Sometimes he can't control himself. Okay, I know you're embarrassed, Scott. I know he just backed out, but can you beat up a celebrity or something? No, you can't. Scott, I know you're tired, but we have a job to do. Stop sleeping on a park bench and let's go introduce ourselves to our new neighbors. Sort of our new neighbors. They kind of have a weird stream, waterfall, sewer thing over here. Hopefully they don't drop my dead body in it. Yeah, we could fish here if we want to. John Wick, you having a fun time? It looks like he's playing some sort of makeshift Sims and he just burnt his whole family. Isn't John Wick like some sort of secret agent? He might be able to help us. We might be able to become good friends. Does anyone else live in this house? Maybe it's just John Wick. Maybe he just lives alone. Oh, apparently someone else lives here too. Ninja. Epic. So apparently this is like some sort of Fortnite house. Do these guys live with each other? That's a fanfiction I don't really want to see. Of course Scott is reading another book. I have no idea. Is he smart or not? Because he loves reading books about squids and stuff. What are you reading this time, Scott? Nothing. I can't even read those words. Scott, he's not the brightest. Like I said, not the brightest. Hey, Ninja. You just gonna read a book too? You're gonna let John Wick play Fortnite without you? Okay guys, so we're back home. We got kicked out of Ninja's house because he decided to play Fortnite. There was nothing we could really do. Scott's just gonna eat some more chips and applesauce. We have to come up with our own plan. I think I'm going to get Scott a job. Hopefully that's relevant to his scammer thing. I feel like secret agent is the best for Scott. You know, his parents, they were both under the CIA. He's going to follow their footsteps as an agency clerk. Hopefully he could learn a few things there about his scammer. And then he starts on Friday. It is now Thursday. Okay, we have to wait a day. For now, let's just come up with a plan. So, Scott just happened to stumble upon some sort of space house with an awesome stargaze place. Who lives here? They have a whole bunch of satellites. We have Gamora. So this is like the Guardians of the Galaxy house. Who else lives here? Is it just Gamora? I bet there's some people upstairs. Let's go upstairs, Scott. Scott, you're just gonna use their bathroom? Okay. We didn't even introduce ourselves yet. We're just like a stranger randomly walking into the house, using their bathroom. Let's just talk to Gamora. Oh, apparently we have a daily task for a job. Browse intelligence. I'm guessing we could use that with the computer. Oh yeah, browse the intelligence database. Okay, Scott, you're gonna be a good CIA agent. You're just gonna dance to the music. No, Scott, we have to research. You know, you want to get out of that Minecraft house. Don't think about Nebula right now. Think about the mission. He's really off topic sometimes. Wait a second. That wasn't Scott. That was Star-Lord. Scott was downstairs. Okay, Scott, whatever you do, don't drown. Scott, is that your swimming clothes? We need to teach him some fashion sense because he doesn't know how to dress himself. Maybe his mom and dad wasn't ever there to teach him how to dress himself. Scott, that's not what you use for swimming. Are those your goggles? Your breathing mask, just in case if you drown? I don't think so. Okay, so the Guardians of the Galaxy, they had to go on a special space mission. We couldn't go with them because Scott doesn't have any experience. So we're at the gym right now. And we have to try to get Scott fit because all he's been doing is eating applesauce and chips. So Scott, put on your workout clothes and start punching stuff. No, don't flirt with the punching bag. Punch it. Scott, this lady is doing better than you. He's doing like the weak little punchy punches. He's not so great at boxing. Okay, Scott, let's do something else. Maybe the treadmill? Are you good with that? Okay, Scott, show me what you could do on the treadmill. He seems pretty fit on the treadmill. He has a few abs and stuff, but he's not as fit as this guy doing push-ups. Yeah, he had to lower down the level just a little bit. Clumsy lesson. Scott is clumsy. Clumsy Sims tend to fall at physical activities. Oh no. Okay, so we asked the Joker to mentor us. We're not going to be evil or anything. We just definitely need some mentoring. So apparently the Joker decided to stop mentoring Scott because Scott was useless. He kept on watching TV about doctors and stuff. Apparently Jake Paul is a gym trainer. Maybe he could train Scott. Okay, Scott, just talk to Jake Paul. Maybe he could help you train and stuff. Scott? That's not how you talk to people. You just don't throw protein shakes in their face. Yeah, they're not doing so well. They're probably not going to be friends. Okay, Scott, let's just get away from him before a fight starts because Scott would definitely lose a fight with anyone. But he's good at scaring people. Apparently, Scott is flirty after talking to Jake Paul. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the gym. We don't want to talk to people anymore. Scott, don't talk to him anymore. Don't do laps around him. Scott Buckets is getting into a first fight. Okay, Scott, listen to me. You're definitely going to lose. Jake Paul isn't even doing anything right now. Oh yeah, Scott definitely going to lose. Okay, Jake Paul is actually starting to fight now and Scott got beat up. He's now dazed. And we despise each other now. Okay, Scott, we're back home. You're now dazed. The bread is going bad. Let's clean up all of that. And he's really hungry right now. So we're going to feed him before he starts his job. And maybe go on a date. You know, Scott, he needs that romantic life. And we also need a family to support him. Because clearly, he can't support himself. Not even I can help him. Okay, so Scott ended up asking Barabra on a date. And she somehow accepted him. And we have some goals to do. Socialize on your date, sit and talk with your date, and have the Sims be flirty at the same time. Apparently Barabra doesn't like Scott anymore, and he's super embarrassed because, like I said, really bad at social interaction, and he's really unenergized right now. You know, I would say we should probably impress her by singing, but you saw Scott singing in the last episode, and he was awful. Scott has tried everything. He's tried flirting, he's tried talking to Barabra, and she keeps on rejecting him. She either says no to Scott or just talks about herself. But I think we're doing fine now. So Barabra left. She didn't leave the whole entire vicinity. She probably took a bathroom break. But Dwayne Johnson stole his spot, and apparently we kind of hate him. Okay, Scott, just give her a goodbye hug. At least we could end it off on a good note. Everyone's surrounding it around the celebrity. Day complete, bronze medal earned. Okay, so Scott is finally off to work. He's going to learn more stuff about our scammer. So I guess we just wait here while he's working. Scott, I think you forgot to turn off the radio. Scott brought home $136 today and he did some superb work. Nice job, Scott. Did you learn anything? Okay, so Scott did learn a few things. He learned that Jake Paul is somehow involved in the scammer. So we're going to pay him a visit and beat him up. But first, we're going to have to go to the gym, get buff. We should go to the gym with a friend. Hopefully they can help Scott get buff, because trust me, he can't do it alone. Okay, Scott decided to work out with Markiplier, and see, Scott, that is some workout clothes, not a towel. Okay, can we ask him to be our mentor? No, I don't think so. We're just friends. Okay, Scott is going to work out with Markiplier. Or not, he's just going to work out with this lady. A rising star? Markiplier is just going to take a quick swim. Scott, I think your friend Nebula, she kind of passed out. You might want to help her? Of course, Scott is reading a book at the gym. And someone's calling us. Barabra, I hear there's a talent showcase. Okay, she wants a second date. Let's go there. We're just going to abandon Markiplier. So apparently Barabra called us to a little tiny bar to do sit-ups on the road. Barabra, try not to get run over. Where's Scott right now? Scott? He's using the bathroom. Okay, we have to make this date perfect. It's not really considered a date, but we're just getting to know her. Why is this celebrity guy always following Scott? Scott, trust me, he's really famous. So apparently Scott posted on his Simstagram story, and now he has like 12 followers. So Scott's almost famous. There's a lot of glowing people here. Where's Barabra? She's just talking to her friends over here. So apparently Scott decided to start singing and people are crowding around him. Scott, try not to embarrass yourself. Oh, it looks like someone's joining in as the violinist. Oh, that sounds really bad. Oh, everyone's starting to leave. I think even Barabra left. Where is she right now? Barabra? Did you leave Scott? Yeah, she's nowhere over here. She's doing sit-ups on the middle of the road. No, Barabra is nowhere to be found right now. Scott, everyone left. Everyone left because of your singing. Even Barabra left, and that old lady's probably going to tell you to get out of here. Okay, Scott found his way to Logan Paul's house. We're just gonna knock on his door and find out all of his secrets. Apparently they hate each other, and someone else is in his house. Scott, we're trying to find information, not beat them up. Yeah, they're not doing so well together. Scott, you better not lose again. You just worked out a whole bunch. You worked out with a superstar. You had a date with Barabra. There's no reason on why he should lose. And now he has a bad reputation. Scott's reputation is now bad. He lost his reputation. Crap. Jake Paul seems to be reading these books a lot. Maybe we should check them out. Let's read something and see if we can find anything. Scott, I told you to read, not go to bed in Logan Paul's bed. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He's gonna start hating us too. His brother already hates us. Okay, so Scott learned absolutely nothing from this place. Why is the Joker always creeping us around? He has something to do with this, trust me. We need to go talk to him. So apparently Scott and the Joker are becoming really good friends. I have no idea why, Scott. You better not follow his footsteps. You know what he's done. Scott's not really afraid right now. Okay, so PewDiePie called us over because we're having a special meeting. Apparently Jacksepticeye is probably sleeping in his unicorn room, but that's not the point right now. The point is, we're going to try to find my scammer, and we're going to do it as a team. Now all we know is Logan Paul and Jake Paul are probably involved, but they're not really doing anything for us. But the scammer lives in the famous area. Markiplier and CaptainSauce are just shaking on a deal. They're trading hamburgers. But we're talking right now, and we're going to team up and take down the scammer. We should probably just visit all of the places in the famous area and see where the scammer is. Let's do that. So all of the YouTubers decided to convene at the park. But our only problem was, we decided to convene at 3 a.m. in the morning. No one's gonna be here at 3 a.m. Where's Markiplier right now? Yeah, Markiplier is just gonna sleep on the park bench. Guys, where are you? We have a nice restaurant over there. Scott, PewDiePie. Yeah, we should probably travel to a different area. Everyone's going to sleep on the park bench right now. Okay, so we made our ways over to the famous area because someone called the YouTubers telling us that they have information. And it might be this famous guy. He's been following us around a lot. He seems a little suspicious. We're just gonna talk to him, but first, we have to find our way inside. Okay, we now found our ways inside, and apparently CaptainSauce didn't even have to bribe the bouncer. Huh. Let's talk to this famous guy. He definitely has information for us. Markiplier, how did you get in without talking to the bouncer? I swear, Scott was the only person who had to get through the bouncer. He's not famous at all. Okay guys, I have some good news. Scott's just dancing over here, but we talked to the famous guy, and he told us some very interesting stuff. He works for the CIA, and he knows the exact pinpoints to the scammer. He doesn't want to tell us in public, but we're going to find out the next time Scott goes to his job, which is in a few days, I'm guessing. Okay, so we invited all the YouTubers to the gym right now because Scott, he's been losing every single fight he's been in. All 3 fights. Every single time Scott decides to work out, he ends up reading a book. Scott, what are you doing right now? Apparently he's in his swim clothes, swimming. Okay, Scott, don't scare any little kids with that mask. He's probably the neighborhood weirdo right now. Jacksepticeye is just... that's not Jacksepticeye, but there's a little kid swimming in the ground right now. Oh, he just disappeared. Okay, so apparently Scott's work begins now. He's just gonna sing to himself in his weird little house. Yeah, Scott, we're gonna have to do something about this. Go to your CIA job, learn the exact points on where the scammer is, and then go visit the scammer. I'm pretty sure our fitness is level 4. Decent enough. Scott, stop singing. Scott has been promoted to intelligence researcher. Okay, he did a good job. Let's just clean up all the grilled cheese, and we know where the scammer lives. We exactly know. We're going to pay him a visit, and we're going to say goodbye to him, and hopefully buy a new house. Hopefully he gives us a whole bunch of money. We're just going to beat him up and steal his money, because he scammed us. Scott, I don't think it's a good idea that you're eating expired grilled cheese. I told you to clean that up, not eat it, or did I tell him to eat it? Okay, we're just gonna stop eating that. We don't want you to get sick, and clean that up. And also clean this up. Scott, Markiplier is at your house right now. Okay, I guess he could come tag along just in case if we need any backup. We're just gonna travel and visit this person. Guys, why is PewDiePie and CaptainSauce not wearing a shirt? Let's just invite all the YouTubers. They're gonna help us out. It's like a little shack surrounded by trees. This doesn't look suspicious at all. We're just gonna knock on the door and see who lives here. And hopefully, we don't die. Okay, Scott, you got this. Who is that? Dr. Shrek. Okay, Scott, we got this.